Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for. Put your hands together for the A.S.P. Button Box Update. What's up, everybody? My name is Jim with Evil PC Gaming and Advanced Simulation Products. Hopefully you guys like that kind of fun and crazy intro. I don't know, I just had some footage and I just kind of went with it. Wanted to have some fun to start it off. So anyway, we're going to jump right into it. Now, the A.S.P. game controller, for those of you that haven't been following along, it's a customizable box on the way. It's going to have 32 button functions, changeable faces, custom labeled, so you get to choose how you want your switches labeled. You'll have the LED backlit option, CB mic option if you like, and any game that supports joysticks, this will work with it, and it will also work with games that don't support game controllers with the help of some third-party software. As of now, I only have two layouts to choose from for the moment, and I did focus them around American Truck Simulator, though you are not bound to American Truck Simulator. I use mine for DCS, Elite Dangerous, Farming Sim, American Truck Simulator. I've used it for GTA 5 with the third-party software. So as you see, the backlit option, it's very bright in a bright lit room. What I did here is just dimmed it down to dark, just to give you guys an idea of what it would look like at night. Now, I mean, you gotta kind of take into consideration the camera I'm using was just off my Note, my Samsung Note. So the dark shots aren't the best, but it is a nice bright green backlighting. The box dimensions, it's 10 inches wide, 3 inches deep, 6 inches tall. The USB cable is built into the box, so you can't unplug it from the box, but it's about 5 feet long. I want to make sure you guys have plenty of room to plug it in. Okay, in this particular model, you have a couple more functions than you would in the model that I'm going to show you. The 6-position rotary switch, 2 rotary encoders with push button. So one direction is one button, the other direction is another button, and then you can push it in for a third button. So right there, just in those two, that's 6 button combinations. Have some rocker toggles, just 2 of them right here. I'll have a little sound clip of the sound feedback. Also, this one has the 3 mini toggles, 4 regular toggles, 5 push buttons, just momentary, a lit horn button, a latching push button, so that would just act as if you were holding the button down. I use it for fueling up. The ignition works. The ignition's actually 2 buttons. One works as a toggle, and the other one works as a button. I will show you how it will set up in American Truck Simulator very shortly. The push-pull switch, well, set that up for the parking brake on the truck itself. So you get a nice feedback of hearing it, click out and click in, and of course you see it pulled. Now I don't have the actual, parking brake diamond thing, but maybe in the future. And of course, got a full-blown 4-pin Uniting CB microphone. And yes, it does work for communications. Now, it's only audio out, so it's audio in, so what you're saying into it, you won't hear people talking back through it. So the way it's wired up also, you won't need a push-to-talk assigned in TeamSpeak, because the mic will not open up until you physically push the button. So if you're one of those kind of guys that don't like to use push-to-talk, well, guess what? Your friends will thank you, because they won't hear you driving and your steering wheel rattling on your desk unless you key up the mic. And the cord, it's an 8-foot coiled cord, so plenty of room there. Now let me show you how to take the face off. Now this particular one, you just pop the key out, you unscrew the parking brake handle, and then unscrew the 4-pin plug for the CB mic to get that out of the way. Let me see if I can show you. Just typical 4-pin mic. You can use any CB mic that you want as long as it's wired up to this model Uniting. That, and then you pull the face off. LEDs show up a little bit more on camera than they do in person, but the face is held on by some magnets to help it hold flat. And just in case you bump it, it does, it won't fall off. So if you were switching games, you would take that face off, put it down, grab your next one, get it in place, and just kind of let the magnets pull it on real quick to hold it in place. There's a couple spots you might have to push down just to get it around the switches and whatever. The tolerances that I gave it, I didn't give it much tolerance, but yeah, there's a couple little spots you might have to push down. It all depends, but all in all, it's going to sit flush. You see it backlights, and you reverse the process. Screw your CB mic back on, screw the parking brake handle back on, and you are done and ready to drive. So on this particular layout, it all functions the same way as the other one. The other one was just all options involved. This one here doesn't have the rotor encoders, so it cuts it down to 29 button functions. You can still add the CB mic, and you can still add the LED backlit option. Both boxes will start at $200 plus shipping and handling, and the options of the CB mic and the LED backlighting, that is extra, and all boxes come with one faceplate that you choose the labeling of. You'll be able to fill in all the blanks on the web store. And then, of course, as you add games to your collection and you want different labeling for each particular game, you can order different faceplates and easily swap them out, as you have already seen. Now, it is a little higher than I anticipated in the beginning, but based on the cost of everything, I figured this was a reasonable cost, especially for the function and the value that it brings to your gaming. So let's just take another little spin look here at the black one. Now with the CB mic option, I don't think I got any footage of it or good footage of it. There would be a 3.5mm jack in the back below where the USB cord is going into the box. It will provide, I will provide the male-to-male 3.5mm jack. What it would do is plug into the box and then plug into the audio in or the mic in jack on your computer, and that allows you to use the CB mic as you would any other mic that you would plug in. So again, this one has the latching fuel. It will have the lit horn button. I added one additional red button there, and I added an additional rocker toggle. On this one, I also added 2 regular toggles. So you still have the 3 minis and the 4s that were over on the side. This one doesn't have the backlight option, doesn't have the CB mic option. But without the extras on there, super fast to change. Unscrew the parking brake, pull the key, and there you go. Pull the face off. Clearly labeled even in light, and it's very flexible. So you don't really have to worry about breaking it. And even if you bent it a little bit and you lay it down, it lays flat again. So there you go. Put it on. Lines up, screw your parking brake handle back on, pop your key in, start your rig up and go. Next here we're going to move on to the sound test, just so you guys can hear the audible feedback of the switches when you turn stuff on, turn stuff off. Now I know that wasn't the best audio recording since I was doing all the recording with my phone, but trust me, you will definitely hear the clicks of the switches. You will feel the clicks of the switches. It gives you a great feedback when you're playing the games. As far as the faceplate options go for the boxes, they're gonna come in a variety of colors. I believe I can get them all kind of like common colors: white, blue, red, green, maybe yellow. This burl wood grain is really nice, so it's glossy, so it will keep fingerprints. And the black is more like a matte black, doesn't keep fingerprints so easily. I actually like the matte black, but I do really like the look of the wood grain. The burl wood grain gives you that trekking kind of feel. There is brushed aluminum. There might be some other specialty ones. Also, I haven't quite looked into them all, but I do know ones like the brushed aluminum is going to have black lettering, so when the laser gets into it, it's going to be black. So it won't support backlighting. So some of the other things you're seeing back here are going to be some other products offered for sale on the website. Those smaller products will help support other costs like running servers and just little things to support advanced simulation products. Okay, so let's take a quick look at how to set this up in a game, say ATS. Go into your controls, select your controller. It's going to say DSD 32 button controller. I am using a card from Derek Spears Designs. It is the most user-friendly card for you and I. Also, if the automatic engine and electricity start is checked, make sure you uncheck it. That's going to come into play for the ignition cylinder here. Now with the ignition cylinder, you're going to have to use both columns. You're going to start with the key in the off position, click on the primary, click it to the run position, click the secondary, and then crank it over to as if you were starting a car. So that way now the truck's going to see that almost like a two different buttons pressed for the same function to start the truck. The other ones, usually you can just get away with the primary part except for the lights, parking brake, just click it, pull the brake out. Engine brake, click the first column, select your toggle that you chose to have marked as your engine brake. Always flip them back down so they're in the position ready for play, because the game does not read the state of the switch. Just keep that in mind. So if you do start the game and they are in, say, like the engine brake's in the up position, and you don't want that, you want it in the down position, you just simply hit escape where it goes to the menu, click it down, go back into the game, and go ahead and play. Or know your secondary keyboard shortcut so you can kind of get it in the right orientation. So lights, it's the same thing. You got to use the primary and the secondary columns. So over here, you're going to have it down in that first position. Click light, click it up to position 1. Second one, position 2. So now this way, when you rotate the switch, first one's parking lights, second one's lights. When you turn it back off, it's hitting pretty much that L button again, which turns your lights off, and then you put it down into the very first position, which does nothing. The rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. Show you here in a minute how the rotary encoders work with this. Cruise control. Say we're going to have cruise control on a toggle, but then we're going to increase the speed with the rotary. So you would click it, rotate it the way you want the speed to increase. Go to decrease, spin it the other way. And then if you want to resume, say use the push button option, push it in. There you go. Very simple to hook up. Very simple to set up. It's just a plug and play device. So let's hop in the truck real quick and take a look. So as I reach over, turn the ignition cylinder once. I know my hand's in the way. The electricity comes on. Crank it over to the start position and the truck runs. When it's time to turn it off, you just turn it to the off position and the truck shuts off. Nice and easy. Parking brake, pull it out. Parking brake engages. And push it in. And it turns off. Everything's self-explanatory. Once you have it set up, it is set up. It's ready to go. It's just a one-time setup, and that's that. So you see here with the lights. See now, they were in the wrong position, so I just had to kind of play with it to get it back. And then one click is parking. Next click is lights on. The high beams here. And then as I come back down, they go off, and then again, the first position is nothing. So there you have it. The setup for games is very, very simple. All you have to do really is take a look at your command, your options for your game, and see how they're set up. Some games only offer one button per command, so maybe you won't be able to use the ignition cylinder in the same sense, say on Farming Simulator. But anyway, make sure you visit the information page. It's down below, asp.evilpcgaming.com. Sign up for the email list. The reason I say to do that is pre-orders are going to be releasing. The option to sign up for a pre-order will be releasing very, very shortly. And the only ones that are going to get that information are the ones signed up to receive emails. Just a simple, put your email in, let me know what kind of games you're interested in, click the submit button, you'll be receiving something very, very shortly. One thing I did forget to mention, guys, as you order the box, I do not have the boxes pre-built. The reason for this is it keeps my overhead cost down, so in turn keeps your cost down. So I will build them as it's ordered. I try to have as many parts and everything that I need ready to go, but I will need to go down and do the work with the laser. And of course, your custom labeling is always going to be different. So items like that do slow the process down a little bit, but trust me, you won't be disappointed. You're getting hand-built quality, gaming components, and everything is tested before it leaves my location. So it'll be hooked up, every button will be pushed, every toggle will be flipped, everything will be in working order before it leaves. All the warranty information, it will have a warranty. The warranty information will be on the store once it releases. And other than that, that is all I have. I hope you guys are excited to see this coming. I hope you guys are ready to start placing your orders. I have a feeling I might be a little busy at first, but I will pump them out as fast as possible. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Facebook, Twitter, or on the evilpcgaming.com forums. I'm also looking for different game titles or game genres that people are very, very interested in, so I can kind of work out different layouts. Again, visit the forums, check that out. I do have a little thread started asking for ideas, so I can build them for you guys. I'm not just building these on my own whim. I want to make them for you. And also, as far as the store goes, it will require a login, an account that you make over on Evil PC Gaming. The reason for that is it makes life easier for you, and it makes life easier for us. As far as tracking your order, you will be able to track your order. Eventually, pros working on it, you're going to be able to track your order, see the order status, know when I ship it. Everything will be communicated right through that site. And you will also have access to the A.S.P support forums. And we're a multi-gaming community, so there's a good chance you could meet other gamers, hang out, game with us, whatever. So get a head start, get your email in for the subscription, so you're notified of upcoming releases, specials, pre-orders, and hop over to the website now. You might as well make your account and get a head start, so when it's time to order, you don't have to do that. And keep in mind, please, make sure your email is spelled correctly and accurately, because that's what's going to be used to communicate with you. And we don't have it to where you have to sign up, verify your email, put in 15 different security questions, and give us the social security of your firstborn. So it's very simple. You're going to select the username, password, email, submit, you're into the forums. Matter of seconds. Alright guys, hope to talk to you soon. I'm excited. If you are, please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and until next time.